Hello and welcome to the Savage Tarot. My name is Savage, and today is the 5th of November, 2021. For those of you who are new to this channel, like I said, my name is Savage, and on this channel, we do adventures into the old ways. I cast witches runes, I cast the Elder Futhark runes, as well as do some tarot. Today, we're going to get after some witches runes and do a collective for everyone, and let's see what happens here. Gods, ancestors, source, please guide my hand in casting these runes. Please tell me what the collective needs to know today. Okay. Oh my goodness. Lots to say today. I got to tell you, got to get my protective crystals out the way. All right. Tiger's eye over there. Okay, so almost every single witch's rune has been tossed up. This is going to be a relationship one, I do have to say. Oh man, the smoke from my dragon's blood just flowing right at me. I love the smell, but don't choke me out. Okay, so here we go. We've got, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but we've got the star. We've got movement or flight. We've got the rings. We've got the eye. We've got the Sith. We have crossroads. We've got the moon. We have the flower or relationship or love. We have feminine energy, the woman. And we have the masculine energy, the man. It looks like somebody here has a battle happening here. Okay? It seems like everything started out okay, and I'm going to say that this is a love reading. So everything started out fine, and as the relationship kept going, and after whoever this is, after the masculine and feminine had movement and actually moved in together, things started to become unraveled. As soon as this union moved forward and became together, I mean, it started out excellent. It started out illuminated. It started out full of love, full of light, and it just moved into a lot of communication that opened up for things to be seen clearly. The things even that were hidden, the things that were dark, things that needed to be worked on, but I don't believe that it's all been sorted out yet. Whoever this is for, they need to communicate, and I can't tell you whether it's the feminine or the masculine in this cast, because the feminine and masculine are right next to each other, so I think it's probably a good even Stevens when it comes to who's in the wrong, who's in the right. I mean, it takes two to tango, so you can't say it's one person or the other, especially in this cast. But there is going to be a decision that's going to have to be made, definitely going to have to be made here, and somebody's going to need to end something. Okay? The Sith is like, it's like the, in tarot would be the death card. Okay? But it doesn't necessarily mean, in the witch's rune, it doesn't mean death per se, right? And same thing with tarot. As things end, so things begin, right? But in the witch's runes, the Sith is definitely an ending. Cutting something out of your life could represent actual death. But in this cast, in this read, there needs to be, with the crossroads, there needs to be a decision that needs to be made. Otherwise, stagnation will happen, and things are not going to get better. So I do believe whoever this is for really needs to make a choice. I mean, it was good at the beginning, though. So, I mean, you never can say never, right? I mean, there would be a lot of work that would need to happen to make this relationship work, and I'm talking a lot of work. It's unbelievable to me, with the movement, the communication, and opening the third eye. Maybe somebody here, or I do feel like somebody here is possibly ascending to a different spiritual level, and the other person's not willing to follow or is not quite there yet. And it kind of seems like the person who is ascending, whether it's the feminine or masculine, is not willing to have the patience. So maybe there's some work that needs to be done there. So if the love is true, excuse me, whoever this message is for, whoever's ascending, if the love is true and you do feel that you really want to make this relationship work, you have to be patient with that person, and have a lot of communication come in, and get them to maybe work on themselves a little bit. But that's a long shot. This is not something that's just going to happen overnight. It's not something that's, going to be easily had. So you really, really got to be careful with that. This masculine and this feminine here. Sorry, I'm just getting some different things happening inside the old receptor. It's almost like one of these two. It's almost like they both feel this feminine man. They both feel like this is just too much. But I'd like to know. I'd like to know why they're staying. Why they're staying in this. I mean, it's definitely, there needs to be a decision that this is going to come to an end. So I want to know why. So here's what I'm going to do. I want to know why. So here's what I'm going to do. I want to know why this masculine and this feminine and this masculine are staying together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push these runes to the top, and I'm going to actually use my tarot to get a little more clarity on this this feminine and this masculine. I want to know why. I want to know what's going on. I want to know why they're sticking with this, and why this decision hasn't been made. Why it hasn't been made sooner. So, gods, ancient ones, ancestors, source, please guide my hand and tell me why this masculine and this feminine energy are still together when there is so much turmoil and chaos afoot. Please tell me, ancient ones, gods, ancestors, source, please guide my hand and give us clarity on why these two are sticking together. Please, ancient ones, gods, source, ancestors, please tell me what is happening here. All right, we'll start with the feminine energy. Well, actually, we're going for both, so we're going to do both. So let's just lay it in the middle here. The Three of Wands. Okay, we got Temperance, so we got the Three of Wands. We've got Temperance. And we've got the Five of Cups. Okay. So somebody in this, either the masculine or the feminine, one of these two is has been actually kind of out of this relationship for a while. They've been mentally checked out, I guess you could say. There was one of the two was balancing this for so long, because Temper speaks of balance and speaks of patience, okay? And that could be speaking to having the patience to see this through, but with the Two of Wands and the Five of Cups, I really think that somebody's just done. Somebody's out, mentally checked out of this relationship, but it's not, I need to find out I need to find out who is mentally checked out, okay? And we still haven't gotten to why they're together. So, ancestor source, why are these two together? What is holding these two together, please? We've got the Seven of Swords. We've got the Ace of Swords. Oh, you can't even see the sword, but that's the Ace of Swords. And we've got the Star card. Okay. I think that in this relationship, the reason why they were together is because with the, okay, so I misread. So with the Temperance and the Star card, I want to say that they had similar dreams and similar goals together, okay? But what happened is, and they might have been a power couple. They might have been like the bee's knees. Everybody talks about them, wants to be like them, and they might be just staying together just to save face at this point. But somebody checked out a long time ago and has decided to, you know, take their emotional things, like take their things and go. Like this has already been happening. They've made the final decision with the Ace of Swords to do that and to let go of their dreams. So big things here are happening. Let's find out. Let's also find out who. I want to find out who is. I want to find out who is the one that is actually checked out. Who is leaving here? So, spirits, ancient ones, gods, ancestors. Please tell me which was the. Is this the divine feminine or the divine masculine in this relationship that is leaving? We've got the Strength card. We've got the Ten of Wands. Just better show you that there. Strength card. We've got the Ten of Wands. And, the Queen of Swords. I know we don't read gender in tarot. It could be, roles could be reversed, whatever people like to say. But you know what? This is the Savage Tarot. I'm going to say this is the feminine, the divine feminine. Because I specifically asked whether it's divine masculine, divine feminine. The divine feminine's walking away. She's getting the courage, the strength to tame all of her demons. She's the one spiritually ascending. I maybe had this wrong here. In the Witch's runes, it looks like, well, it's not wrong, but transformed here to the person that is spiritually ascending is realizing that the divine masculine in this relationship is not as divine as they so thought as they're ascending, and they just don't have the patience for it. Their patience with the Temperance card in the first spread there, their patience has ran out, and so they're moving on. They're grabbing all of their completion and they're leaving with the work they've put in. They're moving on. And that's the Queen of Swords. So that's a final decision. This Queen of Swords is very, very concise, very methodical, very planning. So this has been happening for a long time. All right, guys. Well, I think that'll do it for the Witch's Runes. I hope you liked. And if you did like what you saw today, please subscribe, like, and share, and hit that notification button so you can get notified every time that we do these videos on the Savage Tarot. So, did I just put that upside down? Sure did. So anyway, love you guys, and fellow travelers, have a great day.